Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. Adventures of one obsessed nutrition coach on a mission to create a world where food makes us better. Today, guys, I wanted to share with you a few pieces of interesting information, a few pieces of stories that I found in different parts of World Wide Web. That's how we decode www, I believe. Anyhow, a couple of times each month, I read newsletters from different resources that accumulate information about our food sector, be that agriculture or grocery stores news or supply chain or our own consumers, eaters' habits or nutrition guidelines and nutrition trends. So I read a lot of different newsletters, and then the picture of our food world across the globe becomes more clear to me, and I understand better what is important to all of us, eaters, consumers of food, but also what is happening to our food supply chain, be that again our grocery stores, our farms, our restaurants, all across the sector. And so today, while reading all these newsletters, all these reports, I stumbled upon this report, Food Security, Corruption, Micronutrients, and Food Import Dependency Regions' Biggest Challenges. Well, that's like, a huge title that doesn't mean a lot of things. But what was really interesting, and that report about Southeast Asian countries is, let me read you something, it was somewhere here about micronutrients. So apart from Singapore, let me start even earlier. So 2019 report highlighted micronutrient, basically vitamins and minerals, deficiencies as a major issue worldwide. And this was no different in that specific Southeast Asian region. Apart from Singapore and Malaysia in that region, which managed to score 76 and 60 points respectively, none of that is important, but what is important is most of the countries in that region, and actually worldwide, they scored really low in three major nutrients. I'm going to tell you why they're major. So 3 micronutrients received special focus in this report, namely vitamin A, iron, and zinc. Worldwide, more than 30% of countries were reported to have insufficient amounts of vitamin A. A quarter of countries measured to have insufficient amounts of zinc. So basically, most of the people, as a lot of researchers say, are deficient in key nutrients for our immune system. And why is it important, guys? You might think, well, there is coronavirus and my immune system, how are they related? You probably know that they are related, that your immune system is what defends you against virus. And yes, you might still catch any virus, but if you have a strong immune system that can adapt easily, that has everything it needs, like zinc, like vitamin A, like iron, to work properly, if you have a strong immune system, then you will get sick less, and your immune system will be able to distribute specific measures to protect you without killing you, specific measures to deal with the virus or with the infection or maybe with bacteria, depending what the nature of this disease or virus or whatever. But if our immune system, as reports show, doesn't have those essential nutrients, then whenever you catch something, first of all, you're gonna catch more things. Second of all, your immune system will not be able to distribute throughout your body proper response because simply it just lacks the machinery to make it. Like your immune system needs zinc, vitamin A, and other things to work properly. So if it doesn't have it, what happens when the virus comes? You are defenseless and you're gonna get sick more often and you're gonna be sicker for longer. And there is more possibility than that particular infection, coronavirus or some other infection, will have detrimental health effects, serious detrimental health effects. And so if we are truly interested in getting sick less and getting over it faster and having less negative serious health consequences, that what we need to do first and foremost, guys, is to make sure that on a daily basis, on a regular basis, our immune system gets everything it needs to work. Basically vitamin A, zinc, copper, vitamin C. They say we need vitamin B6, we need iron, we need selenium. Our immune system, like a lot of systems in our body, need a lot of things to actually work properly. Even, for example, to absorb properly zinc, one of the core elements of your immune system, what your immune system needs to work properly. It needs to be, for example, taken with copper. Usually in whole foods, they come together, but when you take supplements, they don't come together. And so you might be getting all of the zinc, but no copper, and then your immune system still can't work properly. So most of the world right now is deficient in those key nutrients. So maybe that's why people get sick more and get sick easier, and then they have serious negative consequences. Another point, another piece of information that I found to be very interesting, guys, is that most of the people who are getting serious consequences after getting the virus have one of the following: diabetes in some form or other metabolic issues, heart disease, or high blood pressure. And all of this, actually, in most cases, are diseases or malfunctions of a human body that are caused by our lifestyle and specifically by our eating choices. So, in theory, and it's quite a good theory, guys, supported by a lot of studies, we might prevent a lot of cases, serious cases of coronavirus just by having a healthier population. And how do we do that? We promote healthier eating habits that not only provide all the nutrients that our immune system needs to work, but also help all of us to make choices that prevent diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, and that is doable, but we need to redesign our food system for that. So when you go to a store, it's obvious for all of us what to buy, in what amounts to support healthy metabolism, to not get diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure, but instead feed all the nutrients our immune system and all the other systems in our body need to get to work properly. So that's the kind of food system I imagine, not this junky, crappy food system that screams at you from every corner that you need more M&Ms or some sugary cereal to make your life more fun. I don't know, getting heart disease or high blood pressure or diabetes doesn't seem like a lot of fun to me, especially now with all the coronavirus going around. So what improvements to your lifestyle and eating habits you can do based on all this information that seems to be important? You need to look into different foods that will supply your immune system at least with everything it needs, like vitamin A that most of the people according to the report are deficient in. Vitamin A, zinc, iron, vitamin C, and guys, if you are having troubles figuring out where to get that, what foods to eat, how to cook them simply and easily, especially now that everybody's so crazy stockpiling stuff, like where to get all of these nutrients. Follow me on Instagram, guys. This week specifically, and probably for the next couple of days, weeks, I'll be focusing on those nutrients, how to simply, easily eat from different sources that are available in most places in the world, how to eat those nutrients, vitamin A, vitamin zinc, copper, how to combine them properly, how to cook them easily for yourself, for your kids, and how to eat them not just, one day, but how to put it into daily practice, because only when it comes to nutrition and a lot of healthy habits, guys, it only makes a difference really and truly when you apply it daily. And the more you do it, the stronger your body is, the stronger your immune system is, the better you feel, the more energy you have, the less you get sick. And if you do get sick, you recover much faster with much less negative health consequences. So that's the message of today, guys. Reports show that we have a crappy diet and food system that does not provide us with micronutrients, and most of the world population, people are deficient in a lot of micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals. So that's where one of the ways where our food system needs to be transformed. On another note, if you are a curious bunch, a curious girl or guy, just like me, it might be interesting for you to know, to think about how this coronavirus affects many industries. For example, restaurant industry, we are so used to it, to going out to eat, and it's one of those industries that is affected by this virus the most. A lot of restaurants are being closed because of safety issues, and then a lot of people don't have jobs anymore, and then restaurants have all this supply of food, and then now they don't know what to do with it. And so a lot of restaurants start selling their food reserves that they would usually use to cook food for people who come to restaurants. Now they sell it cheaper, because anything is better than just letting it go to waste and having nothing for it. So if you have a lot of restaurants around you, you might check them out and see if they do sell their food affordable prices, a lot of exotic items. If you're someone entrepreneurial, you might approach a lot of restaurants with this offer, building for them system how to distribute their ingredients, leftovers, or maybe a better way how to deliver food to the community, maybe changing their menu, delivering simple items, delivering a little bit cheaper. Everything is better than going completely bankrupt and wasting and losing everything, right? So we might be in our own head, in our own cocoon, if we are not in restaurant industry. But these guys, as a lot of guys in travel industry, are affected a lot, and if you're someone like me who, at least for right now, not that much affected by all this craziness, just think about like how lucky you are not to be affected that much, and how you can help people around you, or maybe how you can help other businesses to thrive in these challenging times, at the same time seizing the opportunity to also create new business for yourself, and maybe helping all of us to contribute to a better food system once this whole coronavirus thing is behind us, right? So many opportunities, guys, to improve what we have, to think about where we got it wrong, and maybe where now, given this chance, we can make it better. So just a couple of things I've been reading about, I've been thinking about. But anyhow, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Share this podcast with anyone who might find it interesting and fascinating, and who also might start thinking about different opportunities to help other people, to create new businesses, to improve our food system. So share this podcast with those people. And don't forget to stay on track of your micronutrients, your vitamin A, your zinc, your copper, your vitamin C. Eat them regularly. It helps your immune system to do its work properly. And stay tuned on my Instagram, guys. The link is going to be in the show notes. I'm going to be teaching you how to simply and in a very short amount of time, 15-20 minutes, cook all the foods rich in those precious these days nutrients. So stay tuned on Instagram, stay tuned here, and as usual, guys, thank you for listening, and till next time, eat better. daily.